Welcome, all my future homeowners out there. My name is Omar Pineda, your Austin realtor with eXp Realty, and today we are in the city of Georgetown, Texas, in a brand new community called Overlook Ranch. And the building we're looking at today is KB Homes. KB Homes is offering 218 homes in this community. Now, really quick, that went too fast for me. This community snapshot, this is going to be in the description if you want the answers to the most frequently asked questions for this builder in this community. Check out the description so you can see what that looks like. I'll blow it up so you can see all the questions, and if you email me, I will send you the link, the Google Doc that I created that has the answers to your most frequently asked questions. So there's that. Now, the floor plan we're looking at today is called 1477. Now, that means that this house is 1,477 square feet. So a lot of times with their floor plans are named exactly what the square footage is. So just for food for thought. Now, this is a one-story home. It has all the bedrooms on one side and all the common areas on the other side. So very traditional as far as the floor plan that I typically see for, these are this is a starter home for sure. Now, here that I have these images you're going to be seeing on the top right hand corner are images of their building process. Now, when I did a video and posted it on my other social platform, TikTok, I got a lot of comments of people who were saying that KB Homes were less than satisfactory when it came to their building quality. And when I spoke to the sales rep about it, this is what she gave me as a rebuttal. And we could talk definitely more on it in another video if you comment below. I might even get a chance to go on site and speak to maybe the construction manager to get more of a deeper analysis, but let me know in the comments. So this was plan 1477, 3 beds, 2 baths. It's a 1-story, 2-car garage, 1,477 square feet. It's starting from $362,995, and it goes up from there. Now, the bedroom we're in now is the primary. It just has that one walk-in closet, but the primary is towards the back, so lots of privacy. You do have your own kind of little hallway entrance. Now, this is the first model of three that they have available to tour. And 1477 isn't the smallest floor plan. The smallest floor plan is 1271, and it goes all the way up to 2968. So here's a nice little coat closet. So here where the other 2 additional bedrooms are that share a bath. Again, this isn't a huge home, 1,400 square feet. The rooms are probably going to look a little small. I mean, that was a twin bed. If you could definitely make a full or a queen work. It's just you wouldn't have like the dressers on both sides like they do here the way it's staged. Maybe on just one. I've seen it staged where you have one kind of nightstand, and then on the other side you have like a light, so it doesn't take up as much space. And I've seen that stage that way went on the smaller rooms, so you can keep that in mind. And here in the very forward-facing room towards the front of the house is where they kind of staged it as a home office. So maybe if you're buying a house and you don't need a lot of square footage space, or you're trying to move down because you have too much house, then this floor plan might be a really good fit because it's only 1,477 square feet, and you're going to be moving into Georgetown. Georgetown is where this is on the map, which I'll show a little bit later on. You're going to see just how prime this location is. The other thing that I think is a great selling point for this community is a tax rate, right? 1.81%, and they're not in a mud pit or PUD, right? So 1.81% is what you would pay in your property taxes, which is low. Anything under 2% for property taxes is a huge win in my book. The HOA is on par, $70 a month. Let me pause it right here because I want to talk about this. $70 a month. They do plan to have a basketball court, a pavilion, a pickleball court, a playground, and walking trails by the pond in phase 2. Now, there's not going to be a huge amenity center or an amenity pool from the looks of it, but they are building some things for the community, which is nice. So you could see here just how much dirt, how much dirt they're moving, and because they're making way for the 218 homes that are going to be built in this small subdivision. Now they're going to have 4 one-story plans and 6 two-story plans. So not a huge wide selection, but one thing that really struck me with this community was that they're going to kind of build it to order, meaning that each of the floor plans, you're going to have a lot of say in the customization, and they're not going to be building too many spec homes where they're quick move-in ready homes. They're going to be built almost to order with what you want and how much say and customization you want. Now, one thing that is great with all that is their website is probably, I would say, one of the better ones that I've seen with builders, because it's user friendly and you get to really see the kind of configurations that you can do online. Now, let me show you what that looks like really quick. Okay, so this is their website, KB Homes. Now, one thing that I like, so this is the floor plan, right? This is what we saw. I love new construction because all new construction has a floor plan, and that really gives me a good visual of just the general flow of everything. So you see how all the bedrooms were on just one side of the house, and then you have the common areas like the kitchen, living room on the other side of the house. So pretty basic structure from an architectural standpoint, and then your 2-car garage. So check this out. So let's say you wanted to have a covered patio at the great room. So you see how it changed right there? It changed in this kind of orange color. And let's say we wanted extended bar top at the kitchen. So you see that? So it's very user friendly. I love how it changes in real time. So if you don't want a huge tub, you're a shower person, you could see that change, right? So you can play with this yourself and get a really good sense at just the different options you can do. Not every builder has an awesome website like this where you can configure it in real time and it actually looks good, right? KB Homes, that's definitely a win for you guys. And then you can go to the second floor here. Oh, there's only one story, but on a 2-story, you can also go to the second floor and then change the configurations to see what that would look like. That way you kind of have an idea of what the options are, and then when you go to the design center, that's when you can figure out just what it's going to cost. And so that's their website. Let me show you really quick where they are on the map here. Okay, so right here, highlighted with this kind of green drop down pin, is KB Homes Overlook Ranch. You can see it's off Westinghouse Road, and it's right smack dab in the middle between I-35 and toll the 130 toll. Now, all in this area, everything that you see in orange are builders that are building brand new construction in all these different communities. Now, one very attractive thing about this area is that in some of these communities, you have that similar low tax rate, right? And I'm trying to visit all of them. All the ones that have a low tax rate, I'm trying to visit them all. I have a whole playlist on my YouTube channel with low tax rate, brand new construction. Just take a look for that. And that way you can see the options, right? So it really caters to all different price points. I would say this community definitely caters to the more affordable with the price range, like in the 300 to 500 range, right? And don't let that listed price, if you fall a little bit short, prevent you from contacting me or being or being like that. It's out of your price range, because I'll tell you this, all the new construction that I'm tracking here in Williamson County, if you're within 5 to 10% of whatever that your max budget is, there's room to negotiate, because everything from what I'm seeing, all the reports I'm running, we're definitely trending in a downward direction when it comes to home values, meaning that's really good for you, because home prices are coming down because we have a lot more inventory and stuff is sitting. All right, so back to this map. Okay, so it's prime location because you are so close to so many things in Round Rock. And in Round Rock, there's plenty of things to do as far as activities, indoors and outdoors. And you're right in the middle, so you have next to major highways like I-35 and the 130 toll. And typically, when I've been visiting all these builders, and the consensus is there's a lot of young professionals in this area that are commuting to work if you're working in the tech sector, right? A lot of the tech companies are off Palmer Lane right here, Palmer Lane, and that is a nice commute with this community right here. A lot of people are looking at this area specifically because they like Round Rock, they like Georgetown, and you're going to get the best of both worlds if you do move into this community, because you're going to be in Georgetown technically, but you're going to be like super close to Round Rock, so everything's going to be within a nice 15-20 minute drive easily, right? And for work, I would say 25 to 30 minutes, right? But you're going to have options, right? You're going to either have 35 or the 130 toll to go south if need be, right? And that's typically what I've seen most people commute, is they're going south if you live up north, up in this area. If you're commuting north and you're going against traffic, and that's a win-win either way. So you're going to be right here in between off Westinghouse Road. That's a great location. You can see there's a lot of new construction happening in this area. KB Homes is also building in Salinero, and this is definitely like their next kind of echelon of construction, because the price point here is like 500,000 plus. They even have almost close to $1 million homes, because these homes are ginormous. So if that's something within your budget, then this community of Salinero might be a good fit, and they're the only builder in this community, and they have a lot more construction ahead of them. That's definitely, I would say this is more of a master plan community than Overlook Ranch. Overlook Ranch, 218 homes, is not a huge master plan community. I would consider that kind of like almost like a pocket community. And let's take a look at their map really quick. I wanted to show that before I signed off. Let's see. Again, they have 3 model homes to tour, and I'll link in the description, because I toured them all, my commentary, so you can see what they look like. So here are the 3 model homes. So as soon as you pull in, you'll see these 3 model homes, and you can see where the new construction is building. Everything in green here is what they're building right now and have available. So if you really look at the end of the cul-de-sac, that's always the prime location spots, because you're going to have either a huge backyard, or if you get in it early enough, if you really want a long driveway, I'm sure you can work that out where you can have a really long driveway. So if you have multiple cars or to park, right? So that's the beauty of having this being at the end of a cul-de-sac. So you could see they've only sold 1 so far, because that's how new this community is, but there's still plenty of premium lots available. So what should your next step be if you want to tour these homes? Well, let's first schedule a time to talk. Let's come up with a game plan. Usually the best way to do that is to do like a Zoom call virtually. If you're local to Austin, we can meet up in person. I'd like doing that better, but typically the Zoom call is the quickest and most convenient way for us to get some face-to-face time. We can go over a little bit more of your buyer criteria, what your timeline is. We get to know each other a little bit better and see if this community is a good fit. If not, there might be another one. I specialize in new construction, so every week I'm touring a new build, I'm touring a new community, so I get a really good feel as to what the layout is, not just the floor plans, but the community. And that's kind of how I operate. I want you to fall in love with the floor plan first, then fall in love with the community second, and then we'll figure out what the financial incentives are and how we can make that work to your benefit to help you either buy down that interest rate, help pay for some closing costs. There is a way. Right now, we definitely are in a buyer's market where the builders are being a little bit more generous in their flexible cash that they offer. So you, the buyer, can close with them. You can buy a home with them, and that's how you're gonna benefit from that greatly, because all the builders are in competition with each other. Right? You saw on the map there, even though KB Homes is the only builder in this community, surrounding them, they have Perry Homes, they have Pulte Homes, they have Ashton Woods. There's a competition all around them, and they do the reports to see what the competition looks like. So I know the incentive is something I can negotiate on your behalf and get something, great terms or great cash, so we can help with the closing costs, or however your financial situation is. Okay. If you're a home buyer and you're like maybe not looking the next 30, 60 days to buy a home, I still want to talk. I love when we have time on our side, because if there's any roadblocks you're experiencing that I might be able to fast track or maybe give you a different perspective on, because again, I don't work alone. I work with a bunch of smart people in lending and credit repair, so they can help you along the way. You don't have to do this alone. I don't work alone. And just surrounding yourself with the right people so you can get the right information and not just Google everything, because a lot of this information gives online. It's a good general idea, but you're not going to know exactly what changes happen in real time, because that's just not everyone's posting it in real time, right? It's just things change rapidly in real estate, especially because interest rates are where they are, and these incentives are what they are, and they're very time sensitive. Okay, so I'll have all my information linked in the description. Definitely check out the rest of my videos. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all things new construction. I post videos weekly, so a lot of times if I'm posting a video and there's an amazing incentive tied to it, and you're watching this months down the line, maybe you got a good idea of what the floor plan looks like, but you may have missed out on that incentive for that specific weekend or maybe for that month, because that's how they get you. They're very time sensitive. You have to close within a certain time period so you can unlock the maximum incentives for some of these builders. So that's why subscribing to the channel, turning on the notification bell is huge so you don't miss out. Okay, I'm going to wrap things up for this video. Again, my name is Omar Pineda. I'm your Austin Realtor with eXp Realty. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.